Assalamu alaikum, hello everyone, and welcome back to another very exciting tutorial. We are proceeding with our project. Now, as you noticed in the previous episode, we faced a small problem with saving. Now, I want to remember where, okay, it was here and in the next minute. So, we are saving directly, and that's bad actually. I'm just going to cut this from here and put it in the left released after the room restart. Now, why is that? It's because you see, if you win and you want to retry the level itself again, you cannot, because once you restart, it will load the next level, not the same level, and that's bad actually. Now that's why you put this R level plus equals 1 after you press next. Good. But here in the saving, you want to check. Let's check. So we'll say, let's use a variable. Actually, it doesn't really matter what variable you use. Let's say k. K equals any read. So we are going to read first and see what we have. If the saved level is bigger than the current level, we don't save. We just move on. But if not, we will save, we will overwrite that save. So we will say if round k is less than r level plus 1, and I'll put those in small brackets, and then we will execute this code, and we'll put here plus 1. So what it will do, it will check if our current level which we want to save is higher than the level which is saved already, and if it's higher than the saved level, it will save, it will override that save, and it will save as our level plus 1. That's good, and I think that will fix that small problem. Now we have a new thing we are going to add, and it will just enhance our level, it will just make them cooler. And those things are, if you come to the sprites, you will see I loaded a new sprite. It's a shuriken, okay? And I'm going to use this shuriken inside the room as an obstacle, so the game will be more challenging and look better. So let's just go to the objects and let's create the object. I'll just call it object shuriken. It's difficult to write shuriken. So we'll give it the sprite, and we will have nothing. Now you might be wondering how we will use this shuriken inside the game. Well, there's a very cool way, and that is by putting a shuriken here and give it a motion. So the motion that I'm going to use is circling. Okay, so the shuriken will be circling inside the room, and you'll be just playing and trying to avoid hitting the shuriken because you'll die. Okay, so let's go to the shuriken itself, and I'm going to make it orbit. So there's a very cool way to do that, and that starts with a variable of let's say position. Yes, POS equals to 0. Now this is a position and starts with 0. Okay, and that's it. Then we'll have a step event. Let's begin. Step event. In the step event, we use this code. So we'll say x equals, and this is basically making it orbit. Okay, x equals x start plus length there x, and here you are going to use the radius for that circle which we are circling, and I think we use 300. So we'll say 150 because it starts from the middle, and the position, which is POS. And we will just go and copy that and paste it here again. We will just change every x to y. Good. Now we will say pos plus equals, and we need the speed. So let's figure this out. Let's say sh spd, and this will be a variable. So we will tell the object the speed. And if it's not assigned, we will tell it in the script. You'll just see. What I'm saying is just nonsense. So then we have the image angle, and let's say minus equals, I have no idea. Let's use the same speed here. Let's say times 2. Good. Great. Yes, that's it. And the shurikens will be inside the room. So how to put the shurikens inside the room? If you come to the script levels, here we'll just put them there. So in the level, let's say level 4 here, we'll have a wall size of 0 and total score 5, and then we'll create the shuriken. So we'll say, let's assign them to a variable directly. So we'll say sh equals instance create, and 270 we'll make them in the middle of the room, and 480 and object shuriken. That's great. Then sh dot sh speed, shuriken speed, equals to let's say 1. Okay. We can set 2. Let's say 1. Let's make it. Yeah, let's make it 1. So okay. Then yeah, let's have. Now there is another cool way, and to have 2 shurikens actually inside the game, and I think I'm gonna. Yeah, and it's actually easy to do. If you come here, you will say how to put 2 shurikens. They have to be on the opposite side. Okay. Now how to do that? It's actually a very tricky and cool way. If instance number, we use the same trick that we use in the object levels. So O shuriken equals 2. So if we have 2 shurikens, okay, basically just put it on the opposite position. So I say pos equals to 180. Well, that's it. it's very easy. Good. So I think that's it. If we come back here, we can take this and paste it here in the level 5, and paste it again, and now we'll have the same speed. I don't think that will change the speed. Then here in the level 6 and 7, we can use a different type of shuriken. Now you might be wondering, what does it mean? Well, I'll come here, I mean the motion. I'll come here and duplicate this shuriken. Okay, we'll say, oh, shuriken, let's make it smooth vertically. So say vertical, okay. And in the create events, you don't really need any of these. So say vertical speed, obviously, equals to -2. So it moves upwards. Then alarm 0 equals to, let's say we move 300 pixels. So we say 150 because we are moving from the middle. And I'll copy all that. In the step event, you don't need any of these except for the speed. So except for the image angle speed, which is, we will set it to -2. Then we will have an alarm 0, and we will execute the same code as in the create event, except we are going to make the alarm 300 because it's now moving from point 0. And we will make this vertical speed equals negative vertical speed. So it's just invert the speed, and it will move in the opposite direction. Great. Now I cannot think of any other motion. You can think about that. You don't really need me. you can come up with a new motion for a new path for the shuriken and just code it inside there. Okay, now if I come back to the levels, I can put that here. If I copy this, I don't really need the speed. I will just copy the code. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's go and run the game to see if everything works. Now the problem is the game doesn't recognize the shurikens, so if the player collides with them, nothing happens. Now what I want to change is I want to add a new object and call it enemy. Okay, and make everyone a child of that enemy. So the shurikens will be a child of the enemy. Okay, this one too. And this spike too. Great. Now if I come to the object ball, I will change the event here, the collision with object spike. I will just go change event and make it collide with the enemy. That's great. Now if I run the game, everything should work. Okay, I don't know when did I win this, but anyways, if I come to level 3, let's say, we don't have anything, but if I win, okay, I'm good at this game, so we won. Now if I go to the next one, you see we have this shuriken, and it's quite dangerous. I have to avoid that shuriken if I want to win. It's difficult. So good. Now if I go to the next one, we have 2 shurikens, and that's harder. Oh god. Let's try again. Okay. Now that is freaking difficult. Let's do it again. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm doing it. Good. So we move to the next level, and it will be a vertical one. And we have a problem. Oh, there is no problem actually. We just created the wrong one. Here we should have stated that it's the vertical one. It's okay. We already saved that. There's no problem. So if I go to the level 6, we have the vertical one. You see it moves upwards and downwards. And I have to avoid that. It's a bit easier. You can change the position of the of the shurikens, so you have the vertical one before the circular one, and you go to level 7. Now yeah, we can switch this with this, and I don't know, I think that will be a cooler thing. I think that's it for this. Now you see there is a very important thing here, and that is when you win, okay, when you reach the optimum level. So let's say we have 7 levels and we don't have level 8. If we go to the next level, the game will crash. So in order to avoid that in the level scripts, I will just add a default. So default, then I will just say room go to and room levels. So what will happen is let's try doing it. So if I win the level 7, it should go back here because we don't have any more. Let's assume that we don't have any of these levels, like the maximum level, which is here. We reach this level and there is no any other levels, okay? So you don't want the game to crash. You just want to send the guy back to the last level. So here, if I win and if I press next, it goes back to the game because there is no level 8. And if I actually, this shouldn't appear here, because if you win this, there's nothing to be here. So actually the game ends. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it for this tutorial. You don't believe, but I have no idea what we'll have in the next one. I think we'll have these sounds and some cool stuff. So I hope you stay tuned, and thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something today, and I'm quite sure that you did. So please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet, and you guys have a great day.